Hello, beautiful people of the internet. This is Farmer coming at you with a few updates since I started uploading. I started uploading in late November, early December 2025 after a successful trip for Yanto and I to my home in Ontario. At the time, I only had my phone to record. Since then, my partner and I have found a monopod and a tripod where we can use to record with a phone, and my partner picked up some Bluetooth microphones. These will hopefully help us improve the quality of our recordings. We're oh baby, there you go. Uh, we're hoping to set up some lights and for home-based recordings, but that hasn't happened yet. Klaus, right now, um, you may have also seen in my first bath video for Yanto, I wanted to get a new plug and a handheld shower head. Well, I've got a new plug. That'll make bathing Yanto much easier and less water wasteful. You may have seen we have a hands-free leash. I would forgive you for not knowing it was new, as I didn't introduce it, but it is. It works pretty well for Yanto and I. It's not perfect, but it works pretty well, and it's giving me some ideas on how to make a custom one in the future. But that'll take some time. Oh, baby. Did you drop Mingo? There you go, Goober. Our goals for 2026 are as follows. 1 bath minimum for each dog a month, more as needed. Get Yanto certified through the government of BC. Take Yanto to the Vancouver Aquarium by December 31st, 2026. And get Klaus comfy with nail trims. We'd love any advice you have for any of our goals. And before the comments make a mess, I know the certification in BC is voluntary. It's a step that I want to take. Let's talk about Yanto's confidence. You may have seen in our recent shorts, I've been getting him to walk on bleachers and across short cement pillars. This has been a journey and a half. To start off with, he wasn't sure he could get on the pillars and would only walk on the lowest level of footrest for the bleachers, which is basically the ground. Over time, with much coaxing and practice and a fair few kibble, he has progressed to reliably walking across the pillars. And the bleachers he's got pretty good at, but there's still progress. He's very happy to jump on and walk along other things that he's historically found difficult. Part of this is ensuring he knows where his back legs are. This is called rear end awareness. And part of it is peppering in harder walks among easy ones. This way, he has an easy win more often than a challenging win. On the public access front, we have been practicing around escalators to stay calm, cool, and collected. This means walking up to the foot of an escalator, getting a treat, and walking away. Or sitting in people watching as people take the escalator. Or dogs, if it's during a group class. Recently, late at night at a SkyTrain station that was empty, we spent about 5 minutes approaching the escalator, then walking away, then approaching the escalator and walking away, before taking the stairs up to grab the train. Group classes have also been going well for Yanto and I. Classes average 3 dogs, with the smallest being our first one, just Yanto and one other dog, and the largest being 5 dogs total. The locations and level of challenge vary between classes. The hardest ones so far have been our 2 outdoors at night in a dog-friendly park with leash enforcement, and the easiest for Yanto was the one at our local mall. During classes, Yanto's doing very well. He's able to remain calm without getting riled up, but he still wants to greet the other dogs very, very much, and sometimes sniffs a butt he shouldn't sniff. That said, even the 10-year-old service dog going for her final recertification before retirement sniffed Yanto. So I'm not sure a polite butt sniff is against the rules. I'm not encouraging it though. Other observations from class: compared to the other dogs, Yanto is more focused on me inside the malls and stores. Yanto is less likely to overreact to members of the public talking to me or greeting him. This is a requirement for the test. And he's very good with small children petting him, which is also a requirement for the test. Working with Yanto this much in the last 2 months has really reignited my love of training. And I'm hoping it will lead to my last goal: only sending Yanto to camp 3 times in 2026. Yanto loves going to camp, and I want to keep sending him. But what started out as a need is, I hope, going to become a desire. When Yanto and I moved to the lower mainland, I was, for the first time in his life, cut off from good hikes and working over 45 hours a week, meaning I couldn't run him enough, even on a long line. Camp fills that gap. It gets him off leash like he used to be in our previous homes, but in the mountains by rivers, waiting and using his body for fun. Yento is a very good service dog. He's just not a very good city dog. So for the rest of his life, I will either facilitate his time at camp or live somewhere he can hike off leash. But I don't want to have to send him. For Klaus's confidence, I have been working on his leash skills, including walking past triggers. We also camp out and people watch as often as we can. But that's not all. Klaus has had an official panic room for about 3 months now. When Klaus is in this particular bed, we do not touch him. We call him, show him food, but we do not force him out of the panic room. This way, Klaus has a safe way to opt out of things that he finds stressful. Lately, he's been using it mostly for frosty morning walks. As a result, he seems calmer and in fact more willing to go outside on his terms. I've also decided to teach Klaus some basics that he's never needed on account of being 5.5 pounds. This means I've started using his dinner to teach him to lay down on cue. As he's 2.5 years old, this is remedial training and not that easy. Unlike Yanto, Klaus doesn't have a lot of training history to fall back on, so we've tried this twice now, and both times he's struggled. I'll keep trying and hopefully get a few videos of our progress. They are silly creatures. Yento has so much confidence when it comes to people and animals, but really struggles and needs support on novel surfaces. Klaus, on the other hand, has no fear of jumping on anything I ask him to, but needs support for humans and animals. Our goals for Yanto in the next 2 months are get him walking on the seat part of the bleachers, as well as transitioning from seat level to another very easily. Double the number of group classes we've taken, start foundational scent training, and continue conditioning and exercise. Our goals for Klaus for the next 2 months include continue counter conditioning for paw handling, continue polite mealtime behavior training, continue confidence training, especially people watching and dog watching, complete down training and start weight training, and depending on basic training progress, start foundational scent training. And one final update from us at Feli Nero. I'm job hunting. I don't expect you, beloved YouTubers, to get me a job or anything like that. I just wanted to let you know that if I get a job, I may have to slow down on my training, especially group classes, as I would only be able to attend those that fit my work schedule. Thank you, Klaus. As of writing this script, I've been on the hunt for nearly half a year. I've had only a few interviews. However, I've had a very promising dog walking and training interview. If I got that job, I would begin my journey to be a certified dog training professional. This is not a new thought for me. I thought a lot about it before Yanto came home, but I didn't know exactly how to navigate the process. Now about 4 years later, I have a better idea of the process and I'm very keen to pursue it. I'd love for you to be along the journey with me.